Hi folks, it's Cliff Craze from Trainwheel Boxing. 100,000 apologies. I said I was going to include something. I just forgot. Like I say, when I come on and I do these videos, I'm just myself. Bells right away throughout. I'm not trying to be anything that I'm not. We don't have to edit. We don't have to rehearse. We don't have to have big green screen platforms all around because I believe that the knowledge I give you and I bring to you is second to none. And I'm not narcissistic and conceited right myself, but I just believe that I've got it in here in certain things and I want to impart my knowledge to you. So, specifically for us baby boomers, when you start getting over 50, right, the best format of exercise, if you're able to do it, has got to be weight training, strength training. People say walking's good. People say swimming, swimming's good. People say around a golf's good. But for really getting noticeable changes in your health, strength training has always been where it's at, and I can lead you to hundreds of extremely well versed academic professors, doctors that advocate the same, and even some of them say forget about 10, 20. The 20 rep thing that we in the last video was extreme, but they say keep the reps low and heavy, because what it does is it gets in there and it nourishes all that connective tissue, your ligaments, your tendons. It really, really, really does. I think it's far safer and far more effective for baby boomers and for anybody, even a 25-year-old, to be honest with you, 25-year-old young person. But when we're looking at the older bunch, my bunch, heavy. It just does something to the bones. It does something to the ligaments. It does something to your organs. Honestly, heavy. Not so that you're going to strain yourself, but heavy lifting. And I just want to show you something that might well interest you. That this can happen with one-sided sports. A golfer, a tennis player, a boxer, for instance. It really, really, really can. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? Can you see that? Are you able to see it? I'm covering up my face, so you might say how good he's covering up his face. Good. But as you can see, starting there from the skull, okay, when you get problems in the neck area, right, you will get a misalignment of the skull. Can you see that? Also, you will get unleveled shoulders. And I went to this place just the other day, which they do it via EMG, EM for mother, EMG, G for golf, scanning. And it showed that I was right on the cusp. My left shoulder was 3 degrees lower. 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 than the other side, the opposite side, the right side, and it was just putting everything across the right side, which I have had problems in my thoracic spine area. And he said that's the reason. In one diagnosis. What also will happen is we move down the skeleton, you can see you will get unleveled hips. So now with your unleveled hips, you're going to get all sorts of problems. All sorts of lower back problems. Because the lips aren't leveled. Moving down, you can see knee problems. Now I was getting right knee problems. And when the chap said to me, anywhere else that you feel pain and discomfort? I said, well, yeah, my right knee. And he just touched the inner side of my right kneecap. And he said, yeah, that's the reason. That's the reason. Because you've got an unbalanced body. And then you can see also the same with the feet. Happens the same with the feet where people get ankle problems. And you see, this is the thing. This is I'll just show you a quick picture of that. Can you see that? Can you see the lines? Can you see the lines there? Can you see? So it's done personally for you, so you kind of can establish where the imbalances are in your body and then start getting to work on them. And this is what I'm saying. This is the value of heavy weight training. Done the way that we advocate. Heavy strength training. Done in a way which will benefit you. And we at Train Well Boxing, we've been giving you the tools over the weeks now of all different types of exercises that you can do that are within your toolbox. Think as yourself as a carpenter that's turned up at the job, and in your van you've got everything you need. You've got the cutters, you've got the chisels, you've got the hammers, you've got the saws, you've got the lot. The same it is with fitness and strength training. You have to have that van full of tools. You have to have that knowledge in your brain of different exercises, different ways of implementing these exercises to pick them out of the box. For instance, he said to me, another reason is you've got a slight over curvature in your upper back and your spiny erector muscles are switched off. I said, switched off? He said, yeah, look. Can't argue with science. When science is like that, I think it's brilliant. Fantastic. And it was showing an imagery of my musculature. And I could see it was pale. Everywhere else was like the muscles were red and stuff. Especially my upper traps, really firing up. But the spiny erector. So we are going to devise exercises that will switch them back on. And he said, you will see your deadlift go through the roof. And this is why I'm going to keep you lot informed. So be encouraged. Be encouraged. These videos, they are about encouraging. Everybody wants to be a teacher, don't they? Everyone wants to be the top dog personal trainer, fitness trainer, don't they? But yeah, the two basic qualities of a good fitness trainer is personality and knowledge. You can have all the knowledge you like, but if you can't encourage your clients, if you can't get into what makes your clients tick, I used to love in the boxing training being shouted at. My mate hated it. He used to take it offensively and walk off. Used to see him walking out the gym. So I was like, nah, no way. We all react differently, and this is why different personalities, and this is why you have got to have so much information in your tool van, in your brain box, that you can pluck it out and you can think, okay, so I'm going to take advice from the professionals. And I'm talking about the top professionals. I'm not talking about some jumped up little twerp of a fitness instructor. I am talking about the tops. I'm talking about guys like this. I'm talking about guys like that. The one sitting down in the black t-shirt was the one I saw. The top dogs. Said, right, I think you need to do this type of deadlift. Okay, over that type of, oh yeah, okay. And this and that, and you need to strengthen up the adductors, this and that. and you have all this knowledge there that you can then draw on your strength and conditioning coaches can draw on and say, yeah, I know exactly what we're going to do with you. They look at the professional boxer. You might take him in for some postural EMG scanning. Very wise, because boxers are always like this, huddled around like this, aren't they? Always, aren't they? Always this, isn't it? Always this, always this, always this. Same like a swimmer. Same motion, really, isn't it? Swimming. Mechanically, it's the same, isn't it? And you will find that a lot of boxers are very, very restricted in the thoracic spine area, and that's why. And if they just did but know it, their power could increase tenfold if they rebalanced the body. But sadly, there are a lot of closed-minded boxing coaches and even boxers. And they just proverbially keep hitting themselves against the brick wall over and over and over again and again and again, and wonder why. They get these injuries. Wonder why they get these shoulder dislocations. Honestly, it starts with correct strength training. Okay? Remember that. Cliff Graves, Trainwheel Boxing. See you later. Ciao.